Okay, I know I'm very late to this, but I can explain. I've never done a review, so that's why. Anyway, let's get straight into it. What did I think of the FNAF movie? I think it was good. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but also a lot of people did, and a lot of people were full of shit. So it currently has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's cool. It was like 26 or 23 when it came out a few weeks ago, and now it's 30, so that's a W. But also, it doesn't really matter because critics are fucking morons. What they say really doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, it's also got a 87% on audience score, so obviously the audience really didn't give a fuck about what the critics had to say. So there's nothing that I particularly didn't like about it. I could say that the ending was a bit like out there, like with the drawing. I don't know what that was about, but overall there was nothing that I really didn't like about the movie. I liked a lot about the movie, but I'm not gonna go into specifics of that. I liked how the animatronics looked. I liked the villains, I guess, and well, the villain and everything else was pretty standard. If I had to rate the movie, I would give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. I don't really watch a lot of movies, so you guys shouldn't be taking my advice for it. You should go watch it for yourself. But this is just me giving my thoughts on the movie. I think it was a great movie. The story, little weird with the drawing thing. I don't know why they decided to do that. That was kind of like I don't know. I really don't know why they decided to do that. But for other than that, everything else was pretty good. A lot of people saying it wasn't like up with lore standards, but also I don't think that Scott wanted it to be, because it's like the books. It's not really a canon thing. And they did depict the lore in a good way. They might have switched up some aspects, but they still depicted it in a way that even outsiders could understand, which is really good, because it's a really confusing story, and to be able to explain that in 1 hour or 2 hours or however long it was is really a big feat of accomplishment. Also, just a little quick side rant here. They gave The Marvels, that the other movie that just came out, 62 on Rotten Tomatoes. So fuck you, critics. You guys are worthless. Your jobs have no meaning. Yeah, just a quick side rant there. I really do hate critics. Some of them are good, but a lot of them are kind of just like sitting up on their high horse, thinking so much of themselves. So fuck you to them. Anyway. One thing I really did like was the design of the animatronics. They might have not been as uncanny as the game animatronics, but to be fair, they made them how they would be in real life, which is really good because they don't look creepy on their own. So they look like they could have been used in a actual restaurant, and no one would be like, wow, what the fuck is that? That is terrifying. So that was really cool. Also, the cupcake, I don't know why he was so aggressive. I don't know if it's true that he's possessed by Chica's dog. I'm pretty sure it's not true actually, but if you guys know anything about that, maybe in the movie it's canon or true or whatever, but I don't know why he was so aggressive. Oh, also one other thing that I did like and think there should have been more was jump scares. That the only jump scare that really stood out to me was the Foxy one at the beginning, but I think the movie could have benefited from a lot more of that than other scares, because in a franchise that's kind of based around jump scares, it would have been amazing to have a few more in the movie. Maybe like one for every animatronic or something. But yeah, I digress. So I guess the only problem that I had with it was the drawing. I don't know why that was such like a thing. I don't know why they couldn't have maybe changed that for something better, because I feel like a lot of just average people as well watching it, like even if it was just a random movie and not Five Nights at Freddy's, it would also be a little weird. I think it looks a little like lazy writing. I'm not saying it is. I don't think it is, because I don't think Scott is lazy when it comes to writing at all. But I think it could be perceived as that, like just a quick way to end it. I think maybe they could have done something different, like, I don't know, I have no idea. I really can't think of anything else they could have done off the top of my head right now, but I know they could have maybe done something else besides the drawing. Okay, now I want to go through a community post that I made and see what you guys thought of it. So from what I see here, you guys all enjoyed it. From the comments that I did get, everyone said no one had bad feedback. Someone said they wish it had more horror, which I can totally agree with that. It wasn't that scary. I would have loved it to be. I would have loved if they made it a little scarier and bumped it up to an R rating even, but that's fine. A lot of the fan base is 13, like around 13 and under anyway. Well, maybe not under 13. I know it has a huge fan base, but what I'm saying is like a lot of the fan base is under 16 and around 13 anyway. So I understand why they made it like that. Also to get more revenue, which is fine. I mean, you gotta make bank somehow. Another one said it was amazing. Everyone said it was good. And some of you said that you wish it had more gameplay. So I agree with that, but just a little more gameplay, because I wouldn't want to watch it for 5 nights in a row, like 50 whole minutes of someone just sitting in the office and trying to fend for their lives. But maybe some more creative gameplay where they got to do tasks and stuff in the movie. Like, let's say he had a job, he had to clean up maybe the mess from the people who broke in, and then you gotta, the guy like Josh, I can't remember his Mike. Oh yeah, how did I forget that? Anyway, maybe where Mike has to go do things, like let's say after the robbers broke in, he had to go clean, and then something happens and he has to fend for himself or whatever, something like that, where it's not just sitting in the office. Maybe if I'm talking now, if it had more gameplay. But yeah, overall I think it was a good movie. I give it a 8 out of 10. I'm just gonna go with 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it more than a lot of the movies I watch, even though I don't really watch movies, so that also might be why. But yeah, I think it was an 8 out of 10. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. It's I know it's short, but I'm sorry about that. Peace out.